Okay, hey, my air signs, which will be Gemini and Libra. So this reading will be for you two fellow air signs, as I did Aquarius reading just for them. So you guys are next for your reading. So this reading will be a combination between you Geminis and Libras. Again, this is still a general, and at any time that you feel that the message here that will be coming out isn't quite your story, it's okay. It's just not your story. But again, you might find a piece of it might resonate, but if it don't, and you feel that you would like a more of an extended, detailed reading, I do offer personal readings. The information will be in the description box, where you can reach out to me via email to book a private reading for me. There as well, I'll be able to give you more of a tailored, extended reading based upon your own energy and what is going on in your own situation. All right, so feel free to reach out if you feel so inclined to. All right, everyone, so with that being said, as I mentioned with Aquarius reading, that I am doing overtime at this point because I never work this late. So, you know, I just wanted to, this is a very special moon phase. We are dealing with just not an ordinary moon. We are dealing with a super moon. And so I didn't want to pass up on giving my fellow tribe their moon phase reading, or anyone else who comes across this channel. All right, air sign, so let's get right into it. As with Aquarius, I am going to be doing this with all the other readings, is that with this here, less is more, which means that I only pulled out a few cards, unlike my other moon phase readings where I would have put out more cards and with clarifiers. So with this reading, there will be no clarifiers because I have pulled out astrological energies, the oracles, which is representing the astrological energies that we are under. And then I just only pre-shuffled and pulled out 3 cards for you. So the only cards that has been pre-shuffled prior to this is the Moonology card, which I pulled out because we are in fact under this full moon in Aquarius, your fellow air sign, and it's about showing the world the real you. This is the overall message, the main focus, the theme that will spark off the rest of your reading, if you will. And then the other astrological energy is the moon itself. The moon itself is a very powerful energy, and here it's about perception. So we're going to see what it is that you guys need to be perceptive on. What is perception? What area of your life is perception called upon? And then last, we wrap out with the second astrological energy, that of the North Node. Because right now we are, or we should be, evolving toward our future, which is the North Node, right? We should be done with the past. But as I can see from your cards here, some of you are still clinging to your past. And when you cling to your past, for the most part, it really does affect your future, right? And if we are trying to see change, if we are trying to see some type of positive growth, then we do need to release certain things. The question is, what it is exactly that we need to let go. What is it that we need to release so that we can see some kind of headway toward our North Node, toward our future. So let's talk about the cards that have come out for you. I pulled out only 3. And the first one is the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is about holding yourself back in some way. And I feel that this is you guys, you air signs. Okay, that you are holding yourself back in some way. This could be maybe holding back and going out to look for something better when it comes to work, because Pentacles deal with money, wealth, possessions, can deal with anything that's relating to your finances. Okay, but the energy here is someone that is holding on tightly. And so the question will be then, what exactly are you holding on to? Because when you hold on to things too tightly, it does limit you for growth. it limits you for change. And then it will interfere and cause a blockage toward your north node, which is dealing with your future. So you're looking for some type of outcome, and you might be feeling stuck. You might feel like right now, I don't know which way to go. Well, this is where perception is called upon. Okay, so if you are feeling stuck and you are at crossroads, or you just feel that you are not open to seeing things from a different perspective, then now is the time. And I feel that with the super moon, and as well, we are still under Venus retrograde. So as I said, we have a lot of planetary energies that is at play. So even if we are not feeling this energy right now, it will shift gradually throughout the rest of this month. Okay? So again, think about what it is that you are holding yourself from, holding your back from. And as we move over to your next card that came out, we have the Six of Cups. This is the card of the past. Okay? And it's something that you can't seem to let go. See, this person here, they're trying to move forward. They're trying to move toward the future here. But there is something in the back that they keep looking back toward. So you Geminis, you Libras, will need to know exactly what it is that seems to be tugging, that seems to be kind of pulling you back toward you moving forward. Or have you gone a couple of steps, but then have you to stop. So you have to figure out what you need to do. You got to use your perception to figure out what is the situation that is calling for you to really decipher what it is that is holding you back. Because you can't focus on the future and still be clinging to the past. So you would know how to kind of try to bring some type of clarity for yourself in terms of what is called upon for you to do. Okay? Before we move to your next one, we want to speak about, I want to read to you right quick, exactly, in terms of this perception, this astrological energy of the moon. It says, first perceive what unspoken, emotional inner calling and patterns drive you. Okay? And when you do that, it's going to help you to speak to the insecurities that slow this process. So that's what I'm saying. There is something that is slowing the process. And I feel that it's you. It's not really someone else. It could be, but I'm picking up more that it's something that is internal within you that is slowing up the progress. But when you shake off whatever this is, the outcome will be that you will be able to go with the ebb and flow, right? Because when you are in the Four of Pentacles, you're not in the ebb or flow. You need to go with the ebb or flow, and by doing so, you will be able to align yourself with the currents toward your future. I hope that made sense. I kind of like the way I flowed with that. But that is the overall idea of what the moon perception is all about. Because you're trying to move to your future, to create something better and brighter for you, right? Like all of us do, right? And then the last card is the Seven of Coins, or translates to the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel that for some of you, this could be relating to your finances. It could be relating to work, your career, right? It could represent a relationship. It could represent anything at this point. You would know, again, how this would apply for you. But whatever it is, excuse me, it is making you feel out of sorts. It's making you feel imbalanced at this time. Because the Seven of Pentacles is carrying a lot on your shoulders. And when you carry a lot on your shoulders, that can bring on like a sense of feeling overburdened. Things are weighing heavily on your shoulder. So now it's time for you to kind of lighten up your load. That could be the thing that's causing you to slow your progress as well. So you have to ask yourself, what is it in my life that it's making me feel overwhelmed, making me feel burdened down. That overall makes me feel out of balance. So with you air signs, particularly for you Libras, you are about justice. You are about balance, right? You are about looking at things that is going to bring a sense of equilibrium into your life. And just so you guys know, I just kind of wanted to go through these energies. What have triggered these energies was what was at the bottom of your card, the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is relating to your future. And remember, that's what your North Node represents, your future. So it's very interesting that this showed up at the bottom, because it's really pointing the fact that you guys are really reflecting upon your overall future. What does it look like? You take a reflection of what it is, an introspection of where you at right now. Is it really where I want it to go? You have a vision, right? If you really look closely at these pentacles, it almost looks like eyes that are like inside of these pentacles. And to me, that represents visions. More than one vision. So it's like you had visions. You have visions. Maybe you had them. And it's time for you to revisit those visions. And say to yourself, again, when it comes to my future, is it where I want to be? And if not, what do I need to do in order to start to see myself envisioning what I did envision before? Because somehow along the way, I got knocked out of balance. So now it's time for you to gain back your balance, find some sense of equilibrium in your life. And again, you being out of sorts and being out of balance somewhere in your life, whatever area that may be, you would know you need to think about it, because overall, it's going to help you toward reaching your destination in terms of the future. You have to avoid whatever this is in the past that's kind of keeping you stuck. And you need to be able to open up, so that when you open up and not close yourself as this, right, you are able to as well begin on new horizons as well, right? Because this month, it's going to be about transformation in one way or the other. This is going to be a very transformative type of month for each and every one of us. But particularly for you air signs, Geminis, and Libras, it is showing a sense that you guys have been burdened down, you've been weighing down, and you need to now find some sort of airiness, like your element, right? You're about air, things feeling lighter, not weighed down. So be true to your element and find ways that will help you feel less weighed down, and that's going to help you bring balance, equilibrium, so that you can see change towards your future, and one that will ultimately give you a sense of fulfillment and happiness, because that's what the Ten of Pentacles is about. Overall fulfillment and success, that you have finally reached that mountaintop, so to speak. You have acquired your visions, but you cannot see it if you hold yourself back and if you hold on to the past. So something has to go in order to see something else that you really, really have your eye on, and you would know what it is. All right, my air signs, I hope that it was very helpful. I'm going to leave that there. Again, if in fact you did find that this part of your reading did resonate, you know what to do. Send some fire to that thumbs button to give me a like, but as well share some feedback with me and let me know in the comment section. All right, air signs, so until then, I'm wishing you a wonderful night, a wonderful morning, depending on when you're watching this. And until the next year, the next full moon that comes around, well, not even next year, we have another full moon. So I'll see you guys back for the other full moon reading toward the end of this month. Until then, have a good one. Peace, love, and light. Namaste.